Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are going to talk about facing your fear. I changed the title of the speech from Conquering Your Fear to Facing Your Fear. Because Toastmasters wants me to come up here and tell you that you can conquer your fear. You can roll your head and roll your neck, do some shoulder shrugs, visualize your success, put your hand in like the superwoman position, and everything's gonna be all right. Now, if that was the case, don't you think everyone would speak like Oprah? You would all have a car for you, come under your chairs. We would all be Oprah, billionaires on a yacht with the president and his wife and some superstars right now. But it's not that easy. So tonight I want to share with you a few tips and ideas that I have learned along the way. People that I've mentored in this club, new people to the club, some old members, not in age, but just in tenure, they always say to me, "Oh, Sharon, you never look nervous. Do you ever get nervous?" Yes, I get nervous. Right now I'm petrified because you're all staring at me. And I'm hoping that, my hair is okay and it's not standing up straight. I go through the same types of anxiety as everybody else. The only thing that I've learned to do is just accept it. So I'll share some of those thoughts with you, and maybe I can persuade you to conquer your fear and to start speaking more often on stage, because I noticed we've been scrambling trying to get some speakers. Before I move on, how many people have not done their first speech yet, who are not guests? Good, keep your hands up. How many people have not done their second speech yet that are not guests? Wonderful, keep your hands up, Liz. How many people have not done their third speech yet? And look at all the people in the room. Why every week should I send out a note saying, we need speakers? Because you are probably sitting in your chairs feeling way too comfortable. So hopefully I can motivate you to sign up and do some speeches so that we can continue to have 5 speakers instead of 3 or 4 every week. Mark Twain says there are 2 kinds of speakers: those that are nervous and those who are liars. And I saw that quote and I loved it and I wanted to share it with you. Everyone's nervous, and everyone should be nervous, because your nerves are just energy that's cruising through your body. If you were a boxer, if you were an athlete, if you were getting ready to run a 100-meter dash like Usain Bolt, you would want to feel the energy that's cruising through my body right now. You would want that, because that is going to make you run faster and break some records, win the gold medal, and make tons of money. But somewhere along the line as adults, we become concerned with the risk of failure. We're gonna fall flat on our faces. We're gonna stand here and we're not gonna remember our speech. Oh my God, people are staring at us. Ah! It's okay. When we fail, that's where the greatest lessons lie. We have to fail, because if everything was all easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, we would not learn anything. We have to fall on our faces. So when the voices in your head try to convince you, and you, and you, and you, that you shouldn't sign up for a speech, you shouldn't speak up at that meeting, because you're gonna fail, don't listen to it. Push ahead anyway. Take baby steps until you get where you're going. The other reason that most people feel that they shouldn't sign up for a speech or do something that makes them uncomfortable, it's because of the ego. I don't want to appear foolish. I must always appear wise, as if I know what I'm talking about. And perhaps if I keep this ridiculous accent, people will think I know what I'm talking about. We know that you, as the speakers, you know the subject matter. You would not get up here and not be prepared. There's no way. Don't worry about what somebody else is thinking. Worry about the gift that you have to offer the listener. If you remove yourself out of the equation, then it becomes about the audience. It becomes about sharing something with the audience that they don't know about you. Let's move on to putting people to sleep. And we have seen that in this club, haven't we? Where's Prakash? He's not here, so I'll pick on him. When Amy was the Toastmaster last week, she said, "Oh my God, Prakash, not another technical speech. I hope we can understand it." And what she said out loud was what every single one of you guys, including me, was thinking, like, really? Not again? And he's so interesting. But we were so surprised and excited that he took a complicated subject matter and made it easy for all of us to understand, because we don't do what he does, but he was able to simplify it. So think about that when it is time to speak to your audience. How can you connect with each person in the room so that they understand and can learn something from you? Let's switch gears for a second and really focus on moving past the discomfort. Because I see the looks on your faces and I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, that's great, but I'm still afraid and I still get sweaty and nervous. Okay, let's talk about that. The first step forward to change is awareness. So let's talk about what happens to your body, what happens to your mind. And the second step is acceptance. And we'll talk about how to accept those things about yourself. I see you, peekaboo. We have to be able to see ourselves deep inside of ourselves. I'll share something about myself with you. Whenever I have to do a speech, a workshop, keynote address, I can't eat 3 hours before I give the speech. And you're wondering why? That's because there's so much adrenaline running through my body that if I ate 3 hours or later, it's gonna be a bad night. It's not gonna go well because my stomach is gonna be severely upset because of all the energy that's cruising through my body. I don't try to change that. I accept that. I'm like, this is how my process works. I'm good with that. So think about your process. What is it that you feel? What is it that you tell yourself before you do something great? Whether it's giving a speech or leading a meeting at work, doing a presentation. Think about what your body is telling you and respond. Tonight, my son got into a car accident. Nothing happened, fender bender. It was probably his fault because he's young and aggressive. And there was every fiber in my being wanted me to figure out what was going on, rush over and help him, and not come to the meeting. But I showed up anyway. Because I know myself. I have a habit of talking myself out of things that make me uncomfortable. And tonight, I am really distracted. So what does my mind say? Oh girl, stay home, take a nap, call your son, stay on the phone with him. And then as I'm walking up the stairs, he called me. So I spent about 5 or 10 minutes outside talking to him. I could have walked right down the stairs. You guys would not have known that I was even here. But I walked in the door. Once I'm in, I'm good. So think about all the things that happens when you have to be in an uncomfortable position, when you have to give a speech, or you have to do something that requires greatness from within you. and accept that that is your process. Why should you accept it? Because each and every single person in this room is good enough. You are good enough. You are great. You are fantastic. You can come up here and you can dazzle because we don't know your life. We don't know what you've been through. Thank you for sharing your journey tonight. Thank you for sharing your journey tonight. They did it. And even if you forget your speech and you stand here, like some folks have done, it takes a lot of courage to stand knowing that you've forgotten your speech until your body calms down and your mind is ready to continue. So just accept who you are because you are good enough. We're all ordinary people, and don't write nasty little notes to me in my feedback. The last time I gave a speech, somebody said, "How dare you say Martin Luther King was an ordinary person?" We are born exactly the same. However, some of us do extraordinary things. So there's no difference between any of us. It's just some of us push through and rise above, like cream rises to the top. Let's talk about saying yes. Before yes, it's all cloudy and gloomy. After yes, it's like 80 degrees on Sunday. I would like each of you to challenge yourself. And I would like you to take on a week of yes, then maybe a month of yes, and perhaps a year of yes. Now, I'm not telling you to rob a bank. Don't break any laws. Don't do anything stupid. But think about everything in your world that makes you uncomfortable that you've been avoiding, and say yes to it. I said yes to going to an art class. I cannot draw to save my soul. The teachers when I was in elementary school used to say, color within the lines. And I said to myself, you know what I said? I'm gonna color outside of the lines. That didn't make the picture pretty, it just made me more creative and explorative. And I went to a drawing class with some friends. And these little kids, because I was laughing at myself, I was like, oh my God, I can't draw. And these little kids came over to me and they're like, oh my goodness, you can draw. You shouldn't say that about yourself. Look at what you've done. They were so encouraging. And I realized that somewhere along the line, we lost that thing that children have. We've lost the courage to do something that may not turn out as good. So I challenge you to say yes. Say yes to running that 5K. Say yes to finding out who your neighbors are in the apartment building. If that's a challenge, say yes to something that makes you uncomfortable. Because in the end, growth only comes at the point of discomfort. No one grows when they're comfy sitting in their chairs. So next week, I'm expecting to see some of those hands that were raised up here because you decided to say yes. Thank you very much.